The first thing you find out when your dog learns to talk is that dogs don't got nothing much to say about anything. I'm the supplier. Imagine that you are the only boy in a town of men. Imagine that all men can hear all other men's thoughts. Those thoughts are called noise. Imagine that you become a man at 14, and when you become a man, something huge is going to happen. Everybody is waiting on you. Now, if you can imagine those things, you've got a pretty good idea of Todd Hewitt's world. Todd Hewitt lives in a world where he can hear all of the thoughts of all the other men in town, and all of the other men can hear all of the other men's thoughts as well. His entire life he's been told that there are no women in the town because the germ that caused the noise, they caused the men to be able to hear each other's thoughts, killed off all the women. Now, Todd goes out into the swamp one day to pick apples for Ben, who is one of his adoptive fathers, so to speak. And he hears a dead spot in the noise, someplace where there is no noise. And he starts to realize that all of the things that he's been told his entire life were not entirely correct. His adoptive parents, Ben and Killian, not long before he turns 14, before he becomes a man, tells him that he has to run away from Prentice Town, the town that he grew up in. And he's got to go find this other town, except that he never thought any other towns existed. He thought Prentice Town was the only town left after the war. So another way in which his idea of life has changed. Now, before he left, by one of his adoptive parents, he was given a knife, hence the knife never let it go. And he pretty much holds on to this knife the entire book as he is being chased by people who want him to fall, want him to become a man, the kind of man that exists in Prentice Town. Whether he becomes that kind of man or not, you're going to have to read for yourself to find out. If you're looking for an adventure story, one which has action that forces you to keep turning the pages, and one that leaves you at the end thinking, oh my gosh, this is how it ended, I really need to read the second book right now, then The Knife of Never Letting Go is probably a book for you. If you liked Hunger Games, or if you liked Maze Runner, you also may like The Knife of Never Letting Go. Happy reading, and don't forget to be awesome.